What's good? Welcome to Still Standing. Real life, real men, real situations. Here with my brother OG, not by blood, by bond. If you don't know, we were side by side in the military. Now we standing side by side in civilian life, both husbands, both fathers, and still figuring out life in real time. We talk about the wins, the losses, and the quiet battles that nobody else talks about, and the responsibility that comes with these life lessons. This is a safe place. We do have fun, but we're gonna have honest conversations about accountability, growth, and truth. If you're trying to build, trying to heal, or just trying to lead, or just trying to make it through another day, you're in the right place. Welcome to Still Standing. What's up, brother?
Let's
What's up,
go.
man? What's up, man?
Let's
So,
go.
you know,
First
I
and foremost, first
yeah,
and foremost,
yeah.
when I got his haircut, my boy look different. Got the line up crispy, you
Yeah,
feel me?
man. Yeah, man. I was out here rough, looking like
Yeah, yeah,
goddamn
yeah.
fresh out the Amazon. So I've been leading these episodes, man, and today's episode is called "Protect Your Peace,"
Yeah.
PYP, something
hmm
big. OG gonna really lead this episode, man. So what you got for us, brother? What you got, man?
So I'm gonna start it off with talking to someone that you trust.
Mm, okay, okay.
Brotherhood, mentors, it really don't matter, bro. Carrying everything alone, bro, is one of the biggest silent killers of
Mm,
all time, bro.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Lean on the Lord, lean on the Bible. That's cool. That's cool. But in my personal opinion, bro, everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody needs somebody to talk to. Whether it's your brother, your sister, your friend, blood, not blood, it really don't matter. Black, white, Hispanic, it don't even matter, bro. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. So the question I have for you is, how do you protect your peace?
Uh, that's
Or better
difficult
yet,
because I
or
can't
better yet,
truly say that I have. Just to be
oh,
honest, man.
talk about that, brother.
I mean, it's ongoing chaos, whether it's for me, whether it's from family, whether it's from, my friends, or, you just trying to figure everything out. And I can't say that through my life I've had a lot of peaceful moments, bro, from middle school, high school to, college, you know what I'm saying? The way that ended to going into the military, which is all chaotic within itself, to marriage, which is, sometimes chaotic, bro. So
hmm
I maybe can count on my hands how many times I really truly felt peaceful, gang. I would love to sit here and say that I'm protecting my peace. And I know a lot of people say that, but then you look at it
Yeah.
and you have to ask yourself, are you truly protecting your peace? And then if I reflect on it, I don't think I am.
So what do you feel like? What do you feel like? What do you feel is the reason why protecting your peace is non-existent within yourself?
Because I'm protecting everybody else's peace,
Okay, okay.
trying to
But do
wear
you do you
armor.
do you know? But do you know though, bro? Do you know how protecting everybody else's peace? That's fine. That's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been a man, you've been a husband, you've been a father, all that good stuff, bro. All that's cool. But you have to figure out how to protect yours too, bro. You can't be out here just protecting everybody else's peace. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't want to wait until you gone till you feel appreciated, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to
I've
figure out and
accepted that though. I've
you,
accepted that though, bro.
no, bro. Don't
I've
don't
accepted it, bro. And to me,
don't.
I like the way my life been going. Nothing bad, but I never have felt like appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
You never felt
So
appreciated.
nah, like until I had my kids, hell no. Fuck no. Who, the army gonna make you feel appreciated? No. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
would hope that you know, my wife can figure out how to show appreciation more. But my kids are the only thing where I ever felt that true unconditional love for real. And I'll do anything to protect their peace.
Okay.
But like you said, you do need people, and I'm still figuring that out. I do have people I can speak to. You know me and you talk. You know
Yeah.
I have proper counsel.
Yeah.
But y'all got issues too. We all have problems.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way to protect my peace at the end of the day.
Do you feel like you have a safe space to be able to feel your emotions?
You want to go there this episode, guy?
Let's go.
Is this where we going, man?
Because it's all about protecting your peace. It's within
no,
it's within all that, bro.
I don't, brother. I don't.
Okay. Do you suppress your emotions?
Yes. And this is where the people going to get help, the proper help matters right here, because I definitely did that for a long time, even till now. Let's just be honest. I hold in a lot of stuff to the point where it's like Hawaii, it's a volcano, you know. And at the end of the day, you keep doing that, and it's gonna be a lot of built up frustration and anger, and soon enough, you're gonna explode, man. It's a ticking time bomb, and anybody that suppresses their emotions, they're a ticking time bomb. You have to learn how to work through that, and I'm learning to work through that. I just would never want my kids to see that side of me and continuously see that side of me and think that that's my character.
Okay. Let's talk about choosing your battles. Because I feel like sometimes I kind of, you ever heard of that saying, you put small problems in small boxes and big problems in big boxes?
Nah, I never heard that one. That's new to me, but that's live. I like that though.
So me and my wife, we was in marriage counseling one time, and the marriage counselor was like, you know, we was talking about the little small bickering we be having with each other, and what he got from that, he says, you guys, he specifically talking about me, like I'll put my small problems in big boxes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Vice versa.
With that for sure.
So, you know, bro, you know me. I feel like we both don't tolerate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it comes to choosing my battles wisely and when it comes to protecting my peace, one time I went out with my wife. We were going out for my son. We were going for his he had like a little birthday thing going on where we was going like to see like Hot Wheels and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's just pass the time until it starts. You know, we were going out, you know what I'm saying, walking around, grabbing food, doing different things. And we were walking around looking at different spots. We were going to different stores and stuff like that. And we was coming across, you know, a crosswalk, you know what I'm saying? And we pressed the button and we just waiting. And this white guy, clearly he was mentally unstable, homeless. Dude had one arm. You know what I'm saying? He walked up, talking to himself, being all belligerent, all kinds of stuff, spitting everywhere. And he wanted to give me a fist bump, right? And my wife was already on, like, she wanted to get away, all this stuff, but we was already there waiting to walk across the street, right?
For sure.
Button already pressed. We just waiting. So me being the type of person I am, I'm like, all right, if I get this dude this fist bump, we gonna be good. He gonna go on by his business. But the white dude turned around and said, after I put my fist out, dude said, "No, give me a real one, nigga." That shit triggered the fuck out of me. And then with that split second, I'm squaring up with dude.
Not one really, nigga.
Hey, I'm squaring up with Mr. Handicap, man. And I'm like thinking to myself afterward, I was talking to my wife. I'm like, man, that wasn't a good moment for me because I let that shit get to me. Cause it was just disrespectful, but it didn't really, I didn't really realize like that wasn't the right moment to just go crazy like that, because it's like something wrong with him. But at the same time, I was like, hey, some mental unstable people need their ass beat sometimes too. That's just me in my mind sometimes. But how much restraint do you have when it comes to disrespect and ignorant comments when it comes to like you and your personal life? Like how easy is it for you to go to from 0 to 100 just off of a comment or somebody saying something slight to you?
Not slight, no.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say I learned how to fight later in life, so
okay.
Now it's more common than anything, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I would rather be able to talk it out.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't get to that level. And just how you had a moment, I was at the apartment, so this had to be 5 years ago, and I was backing out in the parking lot, and this guy, he stopped right there, but I was already backing out. I wasn't trying to rush or anything, but he wouldn't move his car.
Yeah.
And I was already halfway out. So I'm just like, back up, and he had plenty of space to back up, and everything would have been cool. But he sat there, I sat there, and my kids was in the back. This is just when I had 2 girls.
Okay.
And then I get out the car, and then this dude get out the car, and I say some very explicit words, and I yoke his ass up. And my kids start crying. And my wife's in the car, and I look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And he backed out. But what did I do in that moment? What did I do? What example did I just set? I'm not no fucking tough guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I had to ask myself what example I set, and that's why I worked so hard to restrain myself. But now, not even now, just the way I've been ever carrying myself, bro. Like, you've been around me. The way I carry myself is very hard to disrespect me in that type of manner. And I don't just go around disrespecting other men in that type of manner, because we all know it can go there. That's the thing. So I'll say, like, when it comes to those type moments, like comments, it depends on what's said. You know what I mean? We all got triggers, but I don't think nobody has pressed that button, in a while anyway. Besides, I'll say, my wife, but that just comes with time and her knowing me best, and sometimes trying to trigger me just to get a reaction sometimes.
Okay.
Boy, you got some questions today, boy.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought we was chilling today, man. I thought we was man. Come on, bro.
So we gonna get into your lifestyle piece and your physical piece.
Okay.
Because this is me personally. When it comes to my piece, I find the most peace when I'm in the gym.
Yes, sir.
That's just me personally. I feel like if I'm in a situation where I'm not obligated to do nothing, I'm not expected to do anything for somebody. People be saying, how is it to be peaceful when it comes to being a man? I feel like when you're not obligated, when you don't have any expectations, when you don't have to do anything but just be around, I feel like that's where I'm at my most peace. I feel like that's when I'm the happiest, to me.
Speak on that, though. What you mean?
I feel like how my mind works, bro. I'm so with doing everything now. I feel like I stress out now to experience the joy and experience the happiness later. And it could be some small stuff. It could be something like something to do around the house, putting some stuff up, having to put things together, just doing regular man stuff. I feel like it's man stuff. Yeah. In the process of it, hell no, I don't want to do this shit. For sure. But once everything is done, I'm sitting back and I'm like, now I'm happy. But in the process, man,
feel good for sure. Like putting a desk together.
And the same thing also can go with I have to be honest with you, bro. Honestly, parenting can sometimes be the same thing. I feel
Okay.
like I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm so into the now
Mhm.
that I have spurts of joy. I have joyful moments. But I feel like I would not be truly happy until I see my own kids raising their own kids, and I'm seeing them like, I did that.
Mm.
I did that.
So you playing the long game on happiness? Is
So
that is
no,
that what
no, no,
I'm
no, no,
hearing?
no,
Or,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no,
Okay. Okay.
no. My idea of what it is to be happy, I have joyful moments. Now
Okay.
I don't have listen, I don't have any problem with just saying that people be confusing joy with happiness.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm tracking. I'm
I
picking up what you
always
put
have
down.
joy. I have joyful moments. I have joy. But when I say am I truly happy, I would say I'm joyful. I feel
Okay.
like I'm very joyful. But I feel like me saying that I'm happy, sometimes I want to be like this right here, doing nothing, bro. Just sitting back, doing absolutely nothing. Knowing that I raised some amazing kids and they're doing their own thing. I instilled in them stuff that I'm like, all right, they're actually taking what I'm giving them. They're actually taking the game I'm giving them. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff I instill into my kids, the type of relationship I have with my wife. Like being like my grandma and my granddad was married for 60 plus years.
Mhm.
I feel like them being happy is when they're probably at the tail end of whenever my granddad was finna pass away. I feel that's when they was fully happy with each other. Because when
Okay.
that was in that first 10, 15 years, my grandma was on my granddad's ass all the time.
Mhm.
All the time. And I feel like when my grandma reached a point where my granddad had dementia, my granddad was goddamn having surgery on his stomach, and she was slowly seeing my granddad turn into somebody that she could no longer.
Mhm.
That's when, like, you know what? This is what happiness is about right here. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't know about you, but I have joyful moments. Not saying I'm not happy. It's just the fact that my idea of being happy is when I can sit back, don't have no obligation doing anything, and I can watch everything that I feel like I instilled in somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's my version of being happy. I want to be able to sit back and be like, man,
You did that.
I
Yeah, for sure.
you know what I'm saying? I
For sure.
molded this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if anybody really understand what I'm trying to say, but it's like that's just how I feel. What about
Now I get
yourself?
what you're saying. Like that you being able to be a leader and give that protection and provision, and you want to just see that flourish later down the line. Like that's what's
Exactly.
gonna give you true happiness.
True
You
happiness.
know what
That's
I
my
mean?
way of saying I have true happiness. When I bust my ass to the bone to stress myself out. I do all this stuff, and Lord forbid, hopefully nothing happens to me with all this stress, high stresses I have. But it's for a reason. It's like I bust my ass for a reason. Like I don't. When it comes to being a parent, I take that shit. My wife would always ask me, "Why are you so angry? Why are you so this?" Because the high stresses I have is because of how hard I work at trying to be a good parent even
Yeah,
though I would never
but
be
you
perfect.
shouldn't be
You know what
stressing
I'm
about
saying?
that because the other side of that is you could lace your kids with every bit of game. You could have provided protection. You could have
Yeah,
given them great counsel, and ultimately, being a great parent is understanding you're doing all of that, and
yeah,
understanding you hope and pray that they take the tools that you gave them and use
mhm,
it and take it. You know what I mean, and be able to
yeah,
utilize it in their life, but ultimately understanding that they're an adult at that point and they can make whatever decisions, and maybe they got to learn from bumping their head on the table even though you told them to watch out when they crouch. You know what I mean? Sometimes they got to fall, and I feel like it would be more stressful, as an adult than anything. Honestly, I feel like that's when the parenting get would be tougher for me. I would be proud of myself in the game I instilled in them, but just knowing how the world is.
yeah,
So life ain't gonna be perfect, and the way this shit going, who can tell the future for these kids? So I be
mhm,
worried more than anything. I'm not really worried about the game I'm giving them and making sure they in a safe place because I know that's what I'm supplying. But I do be worried about as they grow older, to be in this economy, to to be in this government, to the histories being rewritten time and time again. The standards keep changing, bro. The weather keep, you know what I mean? It's like, what's gonna happen? Like,
Yeah.
it's getting like we was talking the AI shit. What's gonna be real and what's not real? And I gotta
Exactly.
worry about my kids becoming adults and just how authentic some bullshit can look, man. And
Yeah.
shit, like you said, I hope they flourish. I just get worried, bro. That's all.
And with that, something I really been wanting to talk about, and this also goes into my piece as well. Me and my wife, we've been having this conversation, and in everyone else culture, when it comes to white, Asian, Indian, whatever, for the most part, they're okay with their kids living with them as long as they feel like they want to live with them.
Yeah, for
Why
sure.
and why in the black family? Because I've heard this plenty of times. You turn 18 years old, you grown. You're gonna have to figure it out. Why is that something where it's like it's always with us?
Because our
Why is it
parents
always
was
with us?
just surviving with us, bro. The hell you talking about? They were just surviving. So once you hit 18, they feel like the job done, fulfilled. Go. Don't matter the trauma. Don't matter what you deal with, bro. I put a roof over your head. I made sure you was fed. You know what I'm saying? You was in school every day. Da 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 da. You had clothes on your back. So nigga, now
Yeah,
that I didn't gave you everything that what a parent is supposed to do. Now go
yeah.
go live your life, young Simba. Where
But
other cultures are taught
but
that
but
they're hold
shouldn't you?
on, they're taught,
Yeah,
bro, if they stick together and can accumulate together, it's better together. Put all the dollars in together, and we're gonna thrive together. But
yeah,
also, you understand what come with black people coming together, bro, and that's their biggest fear, and we just gonna keep it there, bro. So our parents, they've held on to this mentality, and it kind of screwed a lot of kids, and they had to learn how to grow up soon. I graduated 17. I was out the house. Like it is
mm,
what it. Like you got to learn how to survive. But ultimately, you have to understand the damage that can be done once 17, 18-year-old is going into the real world. And a lot of the older generation is seeing it come down now with the kids our age, and why it's a lot of no contact, and why a lot of these kids aren't dealing with the BS because they saw the game that was being played, and you kicked them out into a world that ain't give a damn about them.
they chew your ass out, chew you up and spit you out, bro.
Yeah, bro, and that's tough, man. And it's like, yeah, your kids should be able to stay with you. Let's just you might got to pay a little bill, a little something, something. You know, the
Yeah,
rules are going to change as they get older. Also, that's where black parents start. They start having a tug of war with power. You know, my
yeah,
roof, my house, that whole deal, which is fair. But at the same time, your kids get older, the rules should start to change.
yeah,
Let's just be real, bro. You're
yeah.
adjusting. Life is about adjustment.
Oh,
Like, you have to be able to adjust time and time again in order to make it. You have to, bro. Times change. What is it when these older folks? What they always saying? Back in my day, back in the
yeah.
day, bro. It's not back in the day no more.
Hell
Lil
no,
Johnny
ain't
didn't apply for 400 jobs, and he ain't got one interview, bro. And
not
he
one.
got 2 degrees, gang. Like,
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? But they talking about back in my day, bro. It's not back in the day, and your mentality has to change with
yeah.
how things are structured right now. So, I mean, that can be difficult for a lot of people. But you got to be able and willing to change. Only way you gonna make it in this life that God gave you.
Mm. All right, so now I'm a very family oriented person. You know what I'm saying? I love my
Yeah,
family.
for sure.
Um, yeah. But when is the last time you had to tell your parent when you was somebody in your family no, and they hurt them, but you knew that no was for the better of your situation to
Mm,
protect your peace.
I don't think nobody asked me for nothing no more.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it real. And I ain't gonna say the reasons why. You know what I mean? Everything ain't for the
Yeah.
internet, but
Mm-hmm.
niggas know not to ask me for nothing. I'm gonna keep it above. Just because when I was younger, people play with, you know what I mean, financial this and that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you out the house, you got to learn how to survive. But the same
Exactly.
very people will hold you back from surviving, just to keep surviving on their end. And you know, then sometimes that's how it is, bro. Kind of it's sad, but you know, but it's been a while since I had to tell anybody no. I feel like I gotta tell my wife no more than anything, to be honest.
Mm.
But nah, bro, I've been lied to, stolen from, you know,
Mm-hmm.
real damage been done, you know,
Yeah.
credit then been fucked up by family,
Mhm.
you know, shit. And you gotta eat it. And you know, no shame to them. I truly in my heart of hearts, bro, like forgive everybody, anybody that ever crossed me. And I apologize to anybody that might have feel that I crossed them. I don't think so, but you know, that's just how I live, bro. So it's like I don't see that. I just see that L as a lesson, how it's supposed to be. But
Mm.
so you gotta protect, you know, what you do have, bro. So sometimes the best answer is no. And sometimes it's okay to set the precedence that you're not the person that's just gonna allow people just willingly to take everything that I've built.
Exactly.
Sorry if
So
I'm too serious today. I'm
no, no,
just,
no, 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 you good,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Nah, I just, you know,
Yeah,
came from counseling and shit. And,
yeah,
you know, I'm
yeah.
in the right mind. But damn, I know some people like, God damn, this thing, what he got going on, man. But nah, this just, you know, how my brain's wired, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it might be
So
different
so
from a lot of others. So,
so when it comes to having friends, right? Me and my wife who was having this discussion about why it's difficult for us to find friends and have friends. Because you gotta know, like, from Benny to here, we met one family that was actually we was equally yoked with each other. That was cool. They was married, they had kids, X, Y, Z. My
yeah,
son goes to school, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I feel like how important is friends in your life? And how important is being selective important in your life?
The selective part is more important than the friends part to me.
Mm,
But I mean, I can be by myself, so I can't speak for everybody.
okay.
I can sit by myself quiet. Like it just give me more chance to talk to God, to be honest.
Okay.
So you have to sometimes it's necessary to have friends. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But like you said, like they would need to have or be in a marriage, you would like for them to be married, you know, so they
Yeah.
could have the same mentality as you. You know, y'all can talk
Mhm.
about some of the same things. But ultimately, I feel like it's hard for us in our age to get friends because we all got too much going on, man.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day when they could really commute, you know what I mean, and just be in the same area. Folks was outside, like on the block, on the streets, and just walk by. It was easier to go to so and so house and you know, oh
Mhm.
go run down the street and us to build the community. Now the way it is, it's just harder for us to find people to hang out with, you know, and it's crazy because your best friend might be next door. You don't know. You
Right.
don't know, right? But you do have to be selective also because you got kids, bro.
Mm.
And you don't know how they raising their kids, and you don't know, you know, what's going on in their house. So it's always difficult in them circumstances to bring that around your family because you have to build that rapport and
Yeah.
trust. And like I said, we also got a lot of stuff that we got going on, so we must not we don't have the time, you know.
Mhm.
But it would be great, man. It would be great to to really, you know, enjoy other families and you know people that mesh well. But I just feel like this day in society, uh, we kind of estranged from that mentality of community.
Yeah. we gonna get into some emotional intelligence, right?
Yeah, that's big right there.
All right, so because I feel like I've worked on my response. I feel like my emotional intelligence has grown as this marriage has grown. I didn't realize how much work I needed in my emotional intelligence until I became married.
Mm.
Um, the way I react, and sometimes, being with my wife, the people who you love the most, it it brings that sometimes that anger, that rage,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, for sure. Speak
it
on it.
brings that out of you. So I feel like sometimes like having a quick reaction or snapping on somebody that you love, sometimes that's a sign that hey, I love you, and my reaction may not be in the right way, but just know I'm reacting this way. But just saying, if I stop reacting, if I stop caring, that's when your ass need to be worried.
Women don't think like that, bro, because they gotta, see the love, feel the love. But like for us, that correction is coming from love.
Yeah,
But they do not see that at all, bro. If anything, women would call that blaming, dog.
yeah,
So that's kind of difficult because it's like they really might need that correction, you know. And it's crazy how that all correlate corrective action. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's needed.
yeah,
And sometimes family, especially your lady, has to understand that you're only trying to correct because of how much love and appreciation you have for them. Like that's all it comes from in our heart. That correction is coming from a sincere place of love. Gang, what you're doing is either affecting me or
hmm,
affecting our situation, and our
yeah,
antennas are going up. You know what I mean? So it can be difficult. It can get tricky. It can get tricky. I'll say that with the correction
yeah,
piece. But I get what you're saying though.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause if I stop totally
If I
giving
stop,
you any
I stop.
correction,
And something happens and she know I usually trip on and I just stop tripping and I just I don't care. It
but
is what it is.
sometimes, and it may seem toxic, I guess, but you have to do that, bro.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta pull the provision rug right from underneath them, gang,
yeah,
and let them go make a couple stupid decisions and pray that the woman you chose, can see and correct themselves, real quick and say, nah, that's what my husband's for. I see
yeah,
I'm not fit for this type of decision making. But
yeah,
women sometimes want to feed into their narrative, you know what I mean? I can do this by myself. I can, and not saying that nah, my husband really be looking out for me with his decision making, you know. But dog, that was damn, damn, you hitting you. Yeah, man. I don't know what Rell got going on today, Chad. I'm not too sure, man. He making me talk some shit,
I had,
man. I wasn't
I had to get in my
expecting to
bag a
talk
little bit.
about,
I had to
but
get in my
yeah,
bag a
this
little
is
bit.
why we here.
So I'm gonna speak on conflict navigation. So
Ooh, damn, bro. God
yeah, yeah,
damn.
yeah, yeah.
What you got, man?
So handling disagreements within the black community with respect while acknowledging shared struggles.
Ooh, okay, speak,
Um,
speak. Thank you.
I had this situation, and it's a little thing on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it was this guy that posted on Facebook that about the Trump video that got posted about the Obamas having their
Oh, the
face
AI
on
John. Okay, yeah, yeah,
AI
yeah.
stuff. So him as a black guy sat there and said, "Wait, y'all weren't saying that when Joe Biden said If
Yeah,
you
if you
ain't,
don't
if,
vote for him, that you ain't black.
right.
Yeah, for sure. I
And
did
then
something
he's like,
like that
with
too.
yeah. So it's like, which was wrong that he did that as well, and he doubled back on that. But then dude turned around and said, whenever we start caring about black on black crime, single motherhood, kids having third grade education or being able to all this stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, I really don't like when people put this surface level post or narratives like the black community are the only community that struggles.
Nah, bro. And if you even look at crime, bro, like honestly, white people lead in every statistic in crime. Like it's
Man,
not no debating. It's just the fact that that's just an ongoing narrative, and it's
and
not
it's one of the things where it's like when you even have people that are look just like you or people that are with you or supposed to be with you are on a side where they say just surface level stuff and they don't actually research stuff, they don't look stuff up, because everything that people are complaining about when it comes to people in the black community, whites have issues, Asians have issues, everybody has issues.
for sure.
The thing about it is, are you trying to educate anybody on how to positively impact your community? Are
Mhm.
you going to these barbershops and actually going in there in the trenches and having conversation? Are you hearing this stuff? Or are
Mhm.
you in your own house with your own wife and kids and you just saying whatever you wanted to say just to say it?
I mean, that's
Because
most people though. Let's just keep it real, bro. Internet is not the streets, game. Like it's not, bro. Even me with my kids having them volunteering shit, like you got to see
yeah,
what this world is. And those people that just sit there and type what's wrong with the black community, like they said, bro, it's so easy to throw rocks and hide your hand, man.
bro.
And all of these so-called issues, let's just keep it a buck, bro. Educated, most of the women very well educated, right? We love to say that, right?
Mhm.
Black men really out here trying, but we have to be
Yes.
given the opportunity. And as soon as we say that, oh, you're lazy. Oh, nah, bro. Since I was younger, I was been taught I gotta work 3 times harder just to get in the same position as you, buddy.
Yeah. And one thing is like they like to use different words to
To trigger and get people emotional. It's
yes
easy. And because of our
when
history and because of what's happened to us and us having to navigate through that trauma with time and time again being shunned upon and being pushed
mm-hmm,
to the bottom.
mm-hmm,
So you're gonna they use these trigger words to because they know we'll be emotional. And even that
right,
AI bait from Trump, gang, that's
yeah,
bullshit because you just trying to have folks talk about everything else but your ass in these Epstein files.
Epstein
Let's just
files,
say
yes
that.
sir, yes
From the
sir,
Bad Bunny thing, talking about Puerto Rico like they not a territory of the United States. Then putting the
yeah,
AI video. It's so
mhm,
easy to see the game that's being played right now. And you
yeah,
just gotta have simple awareness, bro. Trying to get
yeah,
us outside, trying to rage bait us. That's all of it is. And that's why you
mm-hmm,
said, like you started this segment, emotional intelligence, and you'll be able to see, your first feeling, that's not how you really feel. That's
right,
something triggering you on the inside. That's the part you got to figure out.
right,
And then once you can soak it in and really
mm-hmm,
process it in your brain, and then you see like, does him posting that hurt me? No. Has anything changed since you know what I mean? He been in office? No. Prices going up. Shit that we already knew was going to happen. Inflation keeps going on. They print
yeah.
money, sending money overseas with whatever deal that they made about whatever that we don't know about.
The rich keep getting richer.
You know, and all of this shit gets pushed off until these dudes are about to be no longer here, and we gonna be the ones that gotta clean it up, bro. But if you can sit back and get out of your emotions for a second and
Mm-hmm,
see what's really going on, and like you said, him posting that, it just comes from the program that they try to sell us.
yeah,
They said it so much that now you believe it. You believe it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You believe it's just black on black crime and everybody on drugs out here and all the youngins just got switches and they out here, little Timmy out here just no, because that's been part of the hood. That's been going on.
Yep. Yep.
I speak to more educated black folks than anything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That really got real life going on. And it's like the way they making it making us hard just to try to stay afloat and get ahead. And I can see how that would play with people's emotions because everybody don't have the luxury that me and you have.
Yeah.
And some people are hurting so bad that it's fucking with their emotions. And I can understand, I can understand his sentiment, but honestly, that's on some coon ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
You see something bad, you see some bullshit going on, you should be able to point it out and understand that that's wrong.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Hell yeah. You might not think about it is the shit didn't surprise me, bro. But I would be aware of being able to acknowledge like that was wrong as fuck. But these fucking Epstein files, let's not get off that topic though. That I mean, I see you trying to deflect, you try to, you know what I'm saying? Nah, let's stay on the Epstein files. You know
Bro,
what I'm
you
saying?
seen the
Like,
dude that was in the Atlanta airport? He was yelling
what
about that joint. They kicked him out. But basically he was just saying shit, we all pussy. Just be real, bro. We pussy, bro. Just be real, gang. Italy over there fighting people they think is ice, beating them niggas up for us because we scared to get in these streets for real.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, man. We got a little Italy fighting for us, and we ain't shutting shit down. And it's been how many news outlets or in how many, social media accounts not making up nothing flawed, just literally posting the documents, talking about the documents, and we ain't doing nothing, bro. We talking about it. Mary, we pussy, bro. It is what it is, man. I hate to call it what it is, but we not doing enough. We not doing enough. We talking about kids.
Yeah.
I don't need to say no more. We talking about kids, bro.
Yeah. That shit made me. I ain't gonna lie. That shit made me.
It makes me angry, and we not doing nothing about it. They don't want to do nothing about it because you know why? That the system will collapse.
Yeah, I think I forgot her name, but she's. It was like a few hours ago. I don't know, some representative, some over there in the Trump camp or whatever. She said if they prosecute everybody that was in the Epstein files, it will collapse everything. And I want to say,
okay.
Burn them motherfuckers down.
I don't know who said it, but I mean, so speaking right to my point, they know it, bro. They didn't had whoever does the job of documentation, bro. They went through those files. They know what the fuck is going on, man.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't collapse. They would just have young leadership actually trying to make change. And now those deals that we got with the Middle East, with Israel, whatever, who's gonna uphold those deals when the younger generation know it's all BS. It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
That's tough, bro. But hey, justice don't need a time.
No, I don't.
Justice don't have a date on it. And
nope.
Because this ain't about karma. I hate people who say that stuff. This ain't about karma. This is real deal. Y'all don't see the satanic rituals going on in this joint, bro. This ain't no game, bro. But God bless them, and whatever God's will is with that situation.
Yeah.
I just hope that we stop making excuses of why we as a community, all of us, we see what's wrong, we know what's wrong. Why aren't we doing nothing about it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this gonna be in the history books, bro. This is gonna be in one of your grandkids' social studies book. What the fuck, from COVID to Trump to all of this stuff is gonna be in a history book.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see how they try to alter details, but you live through it.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
Ooh.
I don't know if I hit too hard with that one, but yeah, my bad. They might cut us at the knees before we get started, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't holding back on nothing. I ain't holding back on it.
I ain't gonna lie, my boy. I was hitting you with some good questions, my boy. That's hey, if you got anything, you know what I'm saying? If you got any question that you can pop up, think of anything like that, bro, go ahead.
Nah. We can switch to sports. Let's get on the lighter tone.
Okay.
All right. I still got a little bit of time before. So how do you feel about the Super Bowl? You know, it wasn't what anybody was expecting, but how did you feel watching the game?
The Seahawks prove how dominant their defense is.
For sure.
You know, I didn't understand how good their defense was, honestly, because I really wasn't paying attention to them in the regular season. I really wasn't, honestly. I really wasn't even paying attention.
I don't think nobody besides 12 was
really
paying attention to how good the Seahawks roster was.
And to be honest with you, bro, Sam Darnold, I didn't believe in him. He proved me wrong, bro.
I still don't believe in him, but we can go on real quick.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy, bro.
Buddy went back-to-back 14-3. Buddy ain't like, hey, you know.
He had Justin Jefferson.
Back 14-3.
He had Justin Jefferson. Come on, man. If I'm a quarterback, if I'm JJ McCarthy, that's all I'm throwing to.
You can't. They're just like you playing with LSU and Joe Burrow and be like, man, he had Justin Jefferson, he had Jamar Chase. Yes,
yeah, he did.
Yes, defend
the boy. How much easier did that make his life?
You said what?
How much easier did that make Joe Burrow life at LSU?
Easier, yeah, I mean, easier.
Huh?
But it ain't just on the it wasn't just on the offense though, bro.
No, for sure.
They had guys on defense as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as a collective. They were just them guys. That was just their year.
Bro, Seattle run a simple 4-3 little setup, bro. A lot of straight rushing, no stunts, a lot of quarters, and they didn't have. They brought a few quarter blitzes, nickel blitzes off the edge. Kind of was throwing him for a loop. But after that, bro, it was just straight 4-man pressure.
Yeah, straight whoever that, who is it, Campbell? Wherever that offensive line was, he
a rookie though. Woo. He's a rookie.
Yeah, them lights was too bright for his
rookie.
Ass. Lights was way too bright for him, my boy, because that was dogging his ass.
It's been all playoffs, but he's a rookie, man. Like, I think we got these unrealistic expectations of rookies now, man. Because of CJ Stroud and, you know, seeing these rookies come in and make a little impact soon. It's like, bro, what you expecting him to do against a veteran?
That's still a grown man, bro. This is a grown man sport. He ain't that is a grown man playing against another grown man and his ass.
You still a kid. Think about that grown man strength, bro. Come on, man. Grown man strength is real.
That is still a grown man. When you have goddamn shoot. I forgot his goddamn name. Damn. Well, all them rookies went to the Eagles, bro. They came out being dogs. When nobody talking about when Jordan Davis is getting in there and taking over, that's 6'9", 300, 400 pound. Come on, man. That is a grown man. If he was doing that,
he's 6'6", he's however long, but he don't have long arms. He got short arms for a lineman. He can't even punch.
That's his fault for playing that position, my boy.
No, that's not his fault. What I'm saying is he got to get with somebody. He has to get with somebody that got his body structure to learn their technique.
You better work on that motherfucking shit. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. That is your position.
Like he ain't do good to get them all the way there, bro. Come on,
but
man.
you can't wait. But you can't wait until his ass just get throttled in the Super Bowl. Be like, hey, he just a rookie. Nah, bro. Like if he was like that in the playoffs, he just had a bad game. But you just can't say he a rookie, dog. He a rookie.
He a rookie, bro.
He a rookie.
Like if you're going against experienced, how long Clowney? Was that? Is it Clowney? He went from the Cowboys to Seattle. No, it wasn't Clowney. It was
no. He went to the Panthers.
Marcus Ware.
Oh, DeMarcus Ware. Oh, I thought you said Clowney.
Yeah. Okay. So if the rookie going against DeMarcus Ware, don't you think DeMarcus Ware know a little bit more technique?
Yeah, he has
a little bit, even to not have the speed and the power that he once had. Wouldn't you be afraid of that matchup as a coach?
He better not be afraid. What you mean he afraid?
I didn't say afraid. I said, bro, when you have a game plan, right?
Yeah.
You circling weaknesses. You saying we're gonna attack here. We're gonna keep applying pressure till they switch up, and if they do that, we gonna go over here with it.
But why is that the only position where you be like, here, rookie?
I never do that. I'm just saying. I'll say that
when it comes to linemen, and they get that when Aaron Donald is just throwing, and you say, oh, he a rookie. Man, he a grown man just like Aaron Donald's a grown man.
Bro, you act like every rookie gonna ball out. What the fuck? When did we start doing that, gang? I say that about all rookies.
Using it as an excuse. Not saying it's not ball
an
out.
Excuse. It's not an excuse. But experience does trump the physical attributes once you get to the league. Is that not true?
But how many rookies do you know they first year, especially running backs? How many rookies you know that was experienced linebackers getting their ass shook out them shoes?
But that's one of the easiest positions to play. Is running back not one of the easiest positions to play? I play running back, gang. Is it not one of the easiest positions to play? Dive, zone, stretch.
We can agree.
And especially if you're not one of them dual threat backs, can catch out the backfield. You just one of them runners, but you running downhill, bro. You work on your jump cuts. You trying to figure out how to be patient through the whole. Like, bro, that's easy, bro. Yeah, a linebacker gonna get shook out of that. But as far as linemen and learning technique and that step back, everybody do them little funny videos and shit where that don't mean nothing when a grown man coming at you and he know that your punch is not punching. He knows.
I just don't like the slight excuse of saying dude's a rookie. You can't. No, he's a grown man.
I give that to every rookie though, man. Because if they win,
we waiting until they out of their rookie contract to not consider them a rookie no more. Is that what we doing?
Man, we saying that first year, we know that most players are just going off of physical attributes, and they have to start incorporating the being able to study the game, study technique, study tendencies. That comes with time, because that's the only thing that's going to set you apart in the league as you start to go later in your career, because the average lifespan in somebody in the NFL is 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? So the ones that set themselves apart are the ones who truly love and study the game. And we've seen it time and time again. That physical shit only but gonna get you so far when your body start breaking down. It's about understanding the angles to take, understanding what the offense trying to do or the defense trying to do, what position you need to be in. And that's what keep them boys in the league, bro. But a rookie coming in, he don't know all of that. But if you play running back, all you gotta learn how to do is do what you've been doing your whole life, gang. Run the damn ball and get some yards.
So are you only giving this to the rookie linemen that we talking about? Because you make it seem like rookie running back,
rookie quarterbacks, which you always do that.
Jaden Daniels had a time of his life, his rookie year now.
So did CJ Stroud. I was happy about it, but the next year I said during the summer he need to gain 10 to 15 pounds and we need to change that offense, and he didn't do neither. They need to put
Oh,
CJ Stroud in better position to make
yeah.
some better throws, bro. When he was getting that pressure, getting his ass whooped. Maybe some more West Coast offense. Have him roll out some more, bro. But I'm gonna give them the grace on their first year. I can only imagine what they going through when you going from college, where you still a student athlete, regardless of them getting NIL or not, to the
Yeah.
NFL, where this is people whole livelihood. So them grown men not playing, dog. They don't give a fuck where you was drafted. Because Buddy was first round. He was one of the first 5 picks.
Yeah.
So they don't give a damn. They trying to feed their kids. So
I
they
mean, not,
definitely gonna
not
punish you.
I can understand, but when you have somebody that is the size of a Jordan Davis, bro, big baby Davis, it's really hard to be like, hey, you're a rookie. That's a grown ass man right there. That ain't no little boy. Like, I feel like when people say, "Oh, he's a rookie," I feel like they put rookie as like they don't know shit.
They don't. They
Bro.
have to learn, bro. It's a learning curve, man. It doesn't matter how great some of these later on the line like rookies was. You gotta look back in history. Look how shitty Peyton Manning was. Look how shitty Brett Favre was. You see what I'm saying? Like Lawrence Taylor was fucking up majorly at the beginning of his career. Like, it takes time, bro. And you have to be able to adjust to start studying the game. So if you got a rookie lineman, think about you as a coach.
Yeah.
If you got some veterans, right, and then you got this rookie, and he might stand strong, but at the same time, you see a couple weaknesses in his feet work just based off of he's still a rookie. He's still learning the system. Certain steps is different from college to NFL. Who you going to attack on the line, the veterans or the rookie?
Rookies.
Sample, bro. They do the same thing with DBs. What happened when a rookie DB come in there?
Or even when the starter get hurt and they got to put in they second, third string.
What they do?
Justin Jefferson.
They gunning for him. You better prove you him. You better prove you him fast. So that's kind of why I don't hold that to rookie DBs. Because a lot of that technique and running with them routes, like, that's all the same to me. Because college is a lot faster. You see what I'm saying? So all that hit work and turning, it translates a little bit better when you got to slow down. And depending on what system and type of defense you run, bro, I don't give the rookie DBs no grace. Nah. Quarterbacks, linemen, D linemen, middle linebackers, they get grace. Cause that's a lot. Wide receivers and shit. Nah, you should be able to run them most of the routes on the route tree.
Yeah.
Catch the damn ball. It's easy. Okay. That's easy. Well, I ain't saying it's easy like that. I'm just saying that's easy for them to go and transition and figure out what corners are doing. If you learn how to run the routes properly and where to be in timing and being where your quarterback expects you to be at. Yeah, man. But shit, other than that, you got anything else?
Man, hey, follow our we got an Instagram page. If anybody want to go and follow, we're gonna start posting some videos, some gonna clip some videos, start posting them. Still Standing Podcast. So if y'all give us a follow and stuff like that, let's get this thing started.
Yeah, man. Like he said, follow us on IG at Still Standing Podcast. Already got a little traction. We're gonna start posting the clips there. YouTube page going up today. The YouTube clips page going up today. We got a lot of things coming down the line, bro. Want to get a little community, bro. Be able to, get this right. And I got a vision for this, and then try to really be able to tour. We're gonna figure this out, man. But we're gonna keep on trying to provide a good product for the people, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited, bro. You fucked me up though with these questions today. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I ain't. But appreciate everybody. God bless everybody. Keep God first, man. Without him, we are nothing, man. So I appreciate Yahweh for everything he do for me and all the times he covered me, even when I thought I wasn't being covered, dog. So, amen.